You are the light for the whole world. God is not a secret to be kept. We are going public with this, as public as a city on a hill. And who would light a lamp and then hide it in an obscure place? It's placed where everyone in the house can benefit from its light. So shine, don't hide your light. Let your light shine before men in such a way that they may see your good deeds and moral excellence, and recognize, honor, and glorify your Father who is in heaven. By opening up to others, you prompt people to open up with God, this generous Father in heaven. To be light, you must seek first the kingdom of God. Hello you, welcome back to your favorite podcast. This is Lightway and I am your host, Chiamaka. If you're seeing my face for the first time, you are more than welcome. But if you're returning viewer, subscriber, commenter, liker, everything, all the works, thank you once again for stopping by. Today I'm a bit excited because I can finally talk about this thing, and I'm talking about it not because I've gotten the full works of it, but because I feel like, or I believe, let me not use the word feel because your feelings can mislead you, but I believe that this is a topic that we need to have a conversation about, and I'm more than happy to talk about it. I have been running away from this conversation for the longest because if you ask me, I don't know what to say. Right? I've had my fair share of ups and downs, but I think I'm in a good place where I can speak about it, both from experience and just what the Bible says about it. Because Lightway, we talk about Jesus, we talk about life, we talk about adulthood, all encompassing, because we're living a well-rounded life. You're welcome. Okay, so we're talking about the gift of community today, or in simple forms, friendship. For a very long time growing up, I really did not see or fancy friendships. I did not understand the need for a community. I felt like I could do everything by myself. I don't need people. I just need me, myself, and I. I could do whatever it is I needed to do, and I'm okay. That was me just fooling myself. I'm not a very I don't do well with having multiple people in my life. I just like a select, because I'm a very hard-on, loyal person, friend, etc. So if I call you or address you as my friend, just know that I'm going to put in 100% effort. If you don't have put the effort, I'll carry my effort and go to another place. But because I know that I'm that kind of friend that would put in the effort and reach out and text as often as I can't do it with many people. I just can't. So yeah, but I'm learning to enlarge my heart. God has told me to enlarge my heart more and be more open to people and be more loving, and I'm trying to do that. But before I get into my story and my gist, back to me not fancying community and friendship. Yes, growing up, I just didn't think that having a community or having friends is important. I just felt like, what is it in this life that you want to do that you need people? You can just get it done by yourself. You want to go to school, write your exams. You want to pass your exams, read your books. You want to start a business, you are the one with the idea. Start the business. You can contract people, you can pay them, but you really don't need anybody that you can lean your shoulder on. Again, it's just so funny. I don't know what I was thinking, but that was just my reality growing up. And not to say that growing up I did not have friends, because I did. I just didn't value them as much. I was just a case of, if we have issues, cool, bye. Right? If we had any form of misunderstanding, I would just keep malice with you and I will move on. I used to be so great at keeping malice. I would not talk to you for let's not go into my life right now, but I'm just saying all this to say that community and friendships are really, I think they are one of the greatest gifts that God gave to us as human beings. Because when you find your own community, and I'm not even talking about packing a bunch of people and just labeling them as friends, I'm saying when you find your own community, it can be one person, it can be two people, it can be your husband and somebody else, it can be your husband, somebody else, and somebody else, right? But when you have that sense of community, you just know that I can call up somebody And sorry, I said husband. If you're a guy watching this, what am I saying? Yes, if you're a guy watching this, your wife. Yes, I'm right. You can just call up the person. You just want to rant, you just want to vent. You just know that I can actually call up somebody, and the person would listen and give me great advice, or the person can just listen and not even say anything. That is a gift. The gift of men is actually a real thing, and it's something that I started to pray about intentionally. Like, God, give me my own people. Like, I don't need to taste or kiss frogs, or that saying. I don't want that. Just give me my own people that will love me for me. Yes, I'm not perfect. I'll make mistakes. I might step on your toes. I'll say things that you don't like, but I would be quick to apologize. I'll be quick for us to have a conversation. But I want my own people that have the grace for me. I saw a video one day, and the person said there are people that have the grace for you. Yes, there are people that are graced to be your friend, and I strongly believe that, because even when people that are close to me, even when they hurt me, not intentionally, maybe we have a misunderstanding, I can't just throw the person away. I find myself going back to say, hey, can we have a conversation? Yes, the conversation will be tough. Yes, it will be hard, but I know that I see this person, I'm there for you. Let's do this, right? And I mean, there's some people that I would try, but if I see that I'm not getting the same energy, we'll try again later. So, but basically, who is a friend? Simple definition: someone that supports you, somebody that is there for you, and somebody that improves the quality of your life. I strongly believe that friendship should improve the quality of your life. It should make you a better person. It should make you want to think. It should make you think, and it should make you have deep conversations and want to be a better person just by being friends with somebody. Because we are not designed to do life alone. We're not created to do life alone. I believe that, like I said before, friendships and communities are just gifts that God gives to us as mankind, human beings. Friendships and communities are very important. I strongly believe that we're not called, or we're not here on earth to do life alone. I strongly believe that we should work with people, and we're here on earth. Who do we interact with on a day-to-day? People, right? We talk to people every day, and God uses men to bless you. Yes, like I said before, there's such a thing as the gift of men. God uses men. Relationships, oh my God, relationships. Let me give you guys this story. So I got married last year, December. And so prior to me getting married, I'd noticed that my husband, if there's one thing that he leverages or he can use, is the gift of relationship, is the gift of men. He will just say, oh, I need to get this thing done. Okay, I want to get something done. I'll just call this person. Okay, very, very recently, right? Let me not even use before we got married. Very recently, we started a project, and we needed to do some things, like get some equipment, get a location, get this, get that. And I remember when he was giving me the gist of how he was talking to the producer, saying, oh, the producer was saying, oh, we need this, we need that, we need this. I was like, I know this person now, this person can give us this one, this person can give us. I was just like, hey, how, like, what, like, it's not money. Money is not the problem now. It's not that, oh, I need 10 million naira to execute this project. Not in my husband's books. My husband is that, who do I know? Who do I know that can provide this thing for me, right? And it's not like he's using them. It's just the relationship that he has with these people. They're like brothers. They're like close friends that they've been through life together. So it's like, oh, I owe you one, you owe me one. That's what it is. Like, we're not transacting with cash. We're transacting with relationship. There's such a realm like that. Pastor M2 has said that thing before, and she has prayed that prayer before. The gift of men. You get to a stage where you're not transacting with cash. You start transacting with relationship. You need to get something done. You call this person. You need to get something done. You call this person, and this person will handle everything. The gift of relationship. See, that's why I said that time I was thinking that you don't need people. Jokes on me. Big jokes on me, right? Now, of course, before you get to the stage of transacting with your relationships or calling people that can help you out sort some things out, of course you need to do the groundwork, and it's the groundwork I really want to talk about today, right? Because I think that there are few people, I don't have as much as my husband does, but thank God I'm married to you, we can leverage on it together. But I personally want to intentionally pour more and more and more into my friendship circle, my acquaintance circle, and just get to that realm where one day I start to transact relationship and not transact with money, and that day is coming. But let's get back to it. I was just trying to say that God would use men on the earth to bless you. Manna is not going to drop from heaven. If you're believing God for something, if you're praying to God about something, He's going to use a man. Now, He doesn't have to use somebody that you are close to. He doesn't have to use somebody that you know. I'm just trying to say that God will use somebody here on earth to bless you, whether you know the person or you don't know the person. I'm just, long and short is that men, relationships, community, it is important. So if you're in that school of thought that I don't need anybody, I'm a loner, trust me, I used to say that. It's a big fat lie. I don't think you're designed to be a loner. I don't think you're designed to do life alone. You can decide to limit the amount of friends that you have, but you can't tell me that you are designed to do life alone. That is not true. I'm not a sanguine, I'm not an extrovert, I'm an introvert. I don't have so many friends, but I do have some people that I know that they have my back, I have their back. Today, tomorrow, I can call them at any time. They will pick up, maybe not any time, but I think I can call them. At least I can call them and they would answer me whenever I need to speak to them or whatever the case might be. But if you're in that school of thought that, oh, I don't need anybody, I'm a loner, I don't need people, I don't have friends, I don't think that's a flex. When you keep saying, oh, I don't have friends, I don't have people, I don't have relationships, it is not a flex. It's okay if you don't have so many, but you saying that you don't have any form of relationship apart from you, yourself, and you, it is not a flex, okay? The key is you need to intentionally meet people and pour into those relationships. And of course, for me, it's a mutual understanding. I don't think any friendship or any kind of relationship should be one-sided. It should be a mutual friendship. So in the past maybe 2 years or 3 years, I have been praying intentionally, to God about giving me meaningful relationships, meaningful friendship, like my own people, my own community, and I am seeing Him answering those prayers, little by little, but I know that I still have to do the work, right? And I mean, in time past, you have experienced friendship heartbreak, which is very terrible and very painful. But I think the reason why we experience friendship heartbreak is because we categorize people where they're not supposed to be. Now, the baseline for any form of friendship is in Proverbs 27 verse 17, and it says iron sharpens iron. I think that is the baseline for any friendship. I am iron, you are iron, and we sharpen each other. Yes, I cannot be iron and you be something that will make me blunt. No, iron sharpens iron. So we might not have the same, we share similar beliefs, we have a mutual understanding, we are both putting in the work. Let me stay on this table for a bit. We are both putting in the work. It is not 50-50. I am not doing 50-50 in friendship. Thank you, no thanks. I am doing 100-100. Now, I understand that there are seasons. I understand that life can happen. I understand that there are some times that you just can't meet up. But 100. Let me explain. Even if you are going through life or seasons of your life, things are just hanky-panky, the fact that you communicate that this is what is going on with me in this time, that you tell me clearly, right? And see, that's my own, and I have a lot to say, but let me calm down, relax. Now, the fact that you can clearly communicate that this is what I'm going through, I'm might need some time off. I don't know when I'm going to be all back online and we can do our regular hangout, meet up, or call, or all that. That's okay. That's fine. But the fact that you will now ghost and not see anything, that's not you giving 100%, right? I think that we need to have mutual understanding. What we see now these days is people putting in 10% and they want to receive 100%. It's people putting in 50% and somebody on the other end is putting in a 90%. No, that used to be me. I used to be that person. I would make excuses from now till tomorrow. I would put in the effort. I would push. Not anymore. Okay, Jamaka, relax. Not anymore. I'm not doing that because I've been made to feel like I'm doing too much, or like my own is too much, or I'm doing too much or something. And I just realized, you're not the person for me. You're not supposed to be my friend in this season. Maybe at some time in your life you would grow and you would mature enough and you would recognize that, oh, okay, this is how this thing is supposed to work. And if at that time we're still in communication, then yeah, we can explore it again. But let's just go back to the categories I was referring to. There are 4 categories of friendships, thanks to Miles Monroe. He has a message on friendship, the late Miles Monroe. The first is acquaintance. I think, like he said in the message, acquaintance is the first level of friendship. An acquaintance is just somebody that you meet and you've had 1 or 2 conversations with over time. I know I have so many acquaintances. I have a lot of them. And actually, you should have quite a number of acquaintances, because you go out, you interact with people, probably in church. For example, you might see somebody once, twice, 3 times, and you guys have a good conversation. How are you? Where do you get this dress from? Nothing too deep, nothing too intimate, just casual talk. That's an acquaintance. You don't go about now labeling that person as my friend. You don't do that. Don't do that. Learn from me. Don't do that. Okay? So the first level is an acquaintance. Now, the second level is your casual friend. Now, the casual friend is when you move into having common interests. So it's like, let me use church as the playing ground, as this example. I see you in church, first Sunday, second Sunday, third Sunday. I compliment you, you compliment me, or you say something, or we just gist, small talks here and there. The pastor says something nice, I laugh at you, you laugh at me, cute, we go. And then when we now move to casual friendship is when we have something in common, like a common interest. So let's say I start up a conversation with you and I ask you, oh, have you seen this movie, or have you read this book? And you're like, oh my god, yes, I love reading books. You love reading books? Oh my god, how many books have you read? I've read blah 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 blah. You've read blah blah blah. Who's your favorite author? Blah blah blah. So every time we see and we meet, books is now the core or the start of our friendship. Now it can be anything. It can graduate to, or from books we can now see that, oh, we went to the same school, or we studied in the same area, oh, you like this course, I like to. That's casual friendship. You see how we're building it. You see how we so as I'm saying all these things, identify the people that you have got to put in close friend. That should really be your casual friend, right? I'm telling you, the day I listened to this message, I felt free. I'm telling you, for free. I felt liberated. I was so free. I was free. The third level of friendship is your close friend. Now, this is where you might have, so your casual friends can also be more, but not more than your acquaintance. Your acquaintance is like, let's say you have 100 people as acquaintance. Your casual friends would be like, I'm not giving you number, but between, let's say, 20 to 50 people, right? And then you move to your close friends. Now, a lot of times we move people from casual friendships into close friendships too early. I'll explain. Your close friend is somebody that is completely invested in your success. This one has gone beyond interest and whatnot. This person is asking you, what are your goals? Okay, you are a nurse, for example. What are you trying to do with your future? Are you taking exams? And you're not asking the person as a teacher. It's like conversation. Oh, I'm a nurse. I'm thinking to take this course. The person will call you up 2 weeks later. Oh, how far? I remember you said you wanted to take this course. Have you taken it? This is the person that will push you to your success. That is who a close friend. So it's not vibes. It's not banter. Hey, Jesus, this generation, the vibes and banter problem that we have as a community, it is wild. People don't want to do the work. People want to show up with vibes and banter. Hey, my guy, if you don't leave this place right now. I'm having so much fun. I'm actually having so much fun. Yeah. If you don't leave this place right now with vibes and banter, are you joking? Like, are you actually joking? So your close friend is somebody that, is committed to your success, somebody that wants to see you thrive, somebody that wants to see you succeed, somebody that will push you. If you post something on Instagram, they will support you, they would, push you. I know, so there are two kinds of people. There are people that walk behind the scenes, and there are people that walk in front of the scene. There are people that will post and repost and share your content. There are also people that would, just be behind the scene asking you questions. But whichever one, you can tell that they are committed to your success. Your close friends are people that are not afraid of sharing in your wins. They are not afraid of praising you. They are not afraid of saying, oh my gosh, you got this job. What? Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. Let's go out. They are not those. Not your close friends will be very happy to share in your wins, to share in your excitement. If something good happens to you, they are there to cheer you on. If something not so good happens to you, they are there to comfort you and give you peace of mind. So those are the people that you would call, or that is the person you would call a close friend. Finally is an intimate friend, the highest level. Now, when Miles Monroe was talking about the intimate friend, he said it's usually just one person, and most times it's your spouse. If you're married, that's your spouse, because that's like the highest level of friendship. So the kind of bond that you share with that person, it's inside marriage. It's inside marriage. So let's just stay with the three categories: acquaintance, casual, and close. Now, the reason why we suffer or we experience friendship heartbreak sometimes is because we put people in the wrong category. Trust me, that's happened to me too many times. But you put people in the wrong category, and then what happens is that when they don't meet up to the certain standard, let's say you have a close friend and you share your win with that person, and the person doesn't celebrate you, and you're wondering, what happened? What's the problem? That person should be an acquaintance, and it's okay. Another thing that I've learned is that you can restructure people. Yes, that you're my close friend. If you were close, or if you are my close friend now, and I see that, you come back to being casual. And if I say that, you go back to being an acquaintance, but I won't throw you away. I don't know who told me this, but somebody close to me has told me that you don't throw people away. Yeah. Or maybe I even heard it from Pastor M. I don't know. For somebody, don't throw people away. Yeah. Don't throw them away. You can just, right? But don't throw them away. Just give them a little bit of space, right? But don't throw them away. Just keep being that, warm, open person. I mean, obviously, if they were once close and they misbehaved, you don't put them back into that close friendship level, right? Another thing, so I said 1, categorize people. 2, it's okay to restructure and rearrange where you have placed people. Another thing is, if you fall out, another thing that I've learned is that if you fall out with somebody, right, and you guys then reconcile sometime in the future and you guys are cool now, don't be so quick to put the person back in the position that they were before. I'll say that again. If you fall out with somebody and you guys reconcile, don't be so quick to put the person back in the position that they were before. Give people time before you rush to give them labels. I'll say that again. Give people time before you rush to give them labels. We're not rushing anywhere. I don't have to put a label to it. If you want to hang out with me 20 times in a year, if I have the availability for it, I'm there. But I'm not going to put a label. Not yet. Take your time. Like, what's the rush? Where are we rushing to? Why are we in a hurry? I used to be so in a hurry. Why? Where am I going to? So don't rush and say, oh, okay, once upon a time, this person was my close friend. We had a fallout, so back to being close friends. Let them be acquaintance. It's okay. Be acquaintance. Oh, we're cool. We text once in a while, we call, and then let us gradually move up together. Acquaintance, casual, and then close friends. Yeah, so acquaintance, close, casual, and then close friends, right? So you can see this category. I want you to take time, maybe pause this video now, review your friendship list, write them all out, and then put people where they're supposed to be. And don't let anybody make you feel like you're doing too much when it comes to friendship. Don't let anybody make you feel like it's the same way you would not lower your standards when you are trying to settle down or get married. You will not just lower your standards like that. And when I mean standards, I don't mean like unrealistic expectations. But if you know that there's some things that you can't compromise on, right? I'm not a heavy caller. Like, I really wouldn't call. I don't really like to call because I'm always thinking, what am I going to say on the call? There's some people that if I just call them, I don't have to say anything. Like, the conversation will just flow. Do you understand? I don't have to pre-plan what I want to say, or okay, I have this. No, if I just get on the call with you, I just know that we will talk for hours and there will always be something. One conversation went to another conversation, right? So and those people, they're not plenty. I promise you, they're really not plenty. So I'm more of a texter. I would happily text you. I'll send you stickers. I'll check up on you. I'll send you voice notes too, because I'm not a calling type. I will text you and all that. That's fine. That's okay. And you won't. I will let you know that I may not call you, right? But this is where I'm trying to go to. If I then meet somebody today, or having a conversation, and he or she tells me, oh, I really like to call my friends. I prefer calling, right? I may not text you every day, but I prefer that maybe once a month, or depending on our availability, once in 2 weeks. We can just get on a FaceTime call and we can just catch up and download everything that has been happening to us. I'm not going to sit back no, I don't call, I don't text people. No, I'm going to make sacrifices, especially if I've called you my friend. It means that I have committed to making this friendship work. So I'm going to say, okay, you know what, no problem. Let's pick a time where we can call on FaceTime or just audio call, and we can catch up and we'll be good. But I will still text you once in a while. That's okay, right? So you see, don't make somebody now tell you, oh, you like to text. I'm not going to text you. I'm not going to text you at all. Oh, don't worry about it. Or just understand now. No, I'm not doing that again. And you shouldn't do that too. That's what I said. Not unrealistic expectations. So if there are things that you genuinely like, let's say you're a birthday person, maybe you like when your friends you're not asking for cake or anything, you just like when your friends celebrate you, post your pictures, and just make a huge buzz about that day. Let that be who you are. Don't change yourself for anybody, okay? And then if somebody's not telling you, oh, me, I don't know, I can forget. What do you mean you can forget? That's why we have apps. There's calendar app. Put it on your calendar. You set reminders. There's so many things to help you out, right? So I'm just saying this to say that set your standards, not unrealistic expectations, but set your standards and don't lower them for anybody. Again, it's only when you have unrealistic expectations that people run away from you. I'm just saying. Now, just to wrap all of this up, because I know I've been saying, friendship heartbreak, types of friendships, categorize people, restructure people. I just also want to tell you that you know that you're the villain in somebody's story, Abby. Me too. I know. I know that I'm the villain in somebody's story. I know that when somebody's telling the story about, once upon a time you were friends with Chamaka, what happened? Chamaka is the problem. I know, I agree. I've agreed. I'm not perfect. I know nobody is perfect, right? So if every time we have conversations about friendships, you're the one that somebody's always doing, it's always you. This person hurt me. This person did this to me. This person said this to me. And you don't want to take any responsibility for something that you did. It's always them, not you. You are the problem. I said it. I said it. You are the problem. Right? So I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not saying that I've not acted in a certain way with people, but I'm also very grateful for the people that were understanding with me, because we're still cool to today, right? I'm so grateful for the people that gave a listening ear to say, okay, you know what? Let's have a conversation. This thing that you did messed up. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it at all. And I'll say, oh, I'm sorry. Apologies. Please forgive me. Apologies. And then we can move on. Of course, things might not be the same as we started off, and that's fine. That's okay. We can walk our way. If we're both intentional about it, we can walk our way towards it. But this is just shout out. A huge shout out to every single person, yourself, that, offered an extra hand of grace and understanding and said, you know what, nah, you're human, you make mistakes. Let's give this thing a try again. Thank you so much, because I do that with people too. So thank you so much. All right, finally, I also want to say that there are also the category of friendship that moves to family. Another thing that will liberate you today is that friends come and friends go, right? It's okay. Some friends will just drift in a season. Something will just happen and you just don't have time anymore. But I think the most important thing is make sure that for the people that you call your friend and the people that you are close with, right, make sure that you are intentionally pouring into that friendship, so that if by chance that friendship drifts for a season, you know that you did your best, you know that you poured into it, you know that you gave it your all. So you don't start wishing, you don't start regretting that, oh, how I wish. No, you don't want that. Okay, so just make sure that with every single person that you have identified as your close friend, you are putting in the effort to reach out to them, check up on them. How far, how are you? Just check in 1, 2, 3 times a month, or however you guys want to do it, really, and everybody's good and everybody's fine. But there's also the category of people or friendship where your friends turn into your family, like they stick. The scripture in Proverbs 18:24 says, but a true friend, I'm paraphrasing, but if true friend sticks with you or sticks by you like family. Yes, there's a category of friends, and I'm going to use one of my close friends as an example to wrap it all up. But back to what I was saying about, even if you guys drift for a season, just be at peace with all men. Just be at peace with all men. That's what the Bible recommends. Just be at peace with all men. Now, I have a close friend now that I've known for 10 years. That's so crazy. I never imagined that I would know somebody for 10 years of my life. But that person, she probably already knows who she is, because I don't have so many friends that I think I only have 2 people. Yeah, I only have 2 friends that I've known for 10 years, and both of them are not in this country. Life. Anyways, the one that I'm talking about, actually, why I want to use her as an example is because through the years, I don't know how, and that's why I said, when I say that there are people that are graced for you, I strongly believe in it. She was my first friend when I resumed at my university. She came into my room because somebody went to tell her that, oh, there's a new girl in my room and she is in your department. So she came and she said hi. I wasn't interested. I mean, mind you, I was coming from the mindset of you don't need people, so what's the problem, right? And so she came, and then we just started going to class together. Really, nothing really deep. We started going to class together, sitting close to each other. When it was time for exams, we would read together, that kind of thing, right? And I can tell you that all through the years, she has stayed very consistent. I am the one with the coconut head. In the past, and now I'm better. In the past, I was the one with the coconut head. I am not ashamed to admit that, because I mean, I'm an adult. I can boldly take responsibility for my actions. The difference now is that I'm not that person anymore. But I'm just saying that she would I don't even think she ever did anything to me, but I would just be upset with her. I don't even know, I can't remember. I'll just be upset with her. I won't call, I won't talk to her, but she will still come back, and like, I don't know, she just stayed consistent from when she was and we were never living in the same city. I was in Lagos, she was in Delta, so we're never in the same city that we're always seeing all the time. But she stayed consistent. Like, she's family to me now. She's not even a friend anymore, she's family, right? She stayed consistent from 2015 to 2025. There's no year that has gone by that I would not speak to her. And when I say not once, I don't speak to her once in a year. No, we speak multiple times. I can't count how many times. And there's no year that I can think of that I said, oh, I'm going to call her name, Ovie. Ovie and I went radio silent. There was no conversation. There was nothing. That has never happened. That has never happened, right? And so this is just an example of somebody that has stuck with me through the years. I missed my stubbornness and my bad character. And sometimes I think there was a year that I was sending her a birthday message, and I was like, I don't know why you have stayed this long. Like, I don't know why, right? But thank you. Right, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And now she's my, the things Ovie has done for me in this life, I don't even know how I will start repaying. But God sees my heart for her, and God knows that He has to bless her because of me and the prayers that I've prayed upon her head. She has to be blessed, right? But anyways, I think it's the longest episode. You guys can tell that I was so excited. I was all over the place with this friendship episode. Just to wrap it all up again, because I think I've said this wrap it up like 3 times in this podcast. But friendship is work. Yeah, it requires a lot of work. It requires intentionality. It requires honesty. It requires vulnerability. I personally, and I'm going to watch this and I'm going to hear myself talk, because sometimes when it comes to friendship, it hasn't been the easiest for me, to be very honest. It hasn't been the easiest for me because I don't know why, right? But maybe I've not just been meeting the right people. Maybe it's me too. But I said friendship is work. It requires intentionality, vulnerability, honesty, time, understanding, and I would not change my standards for anybody. My standards are very, very basic. I'm not even asking. I don't ask for anything. I'm not even asking for anything, and they're very basic. And I believe I have people in my life right now that are meeting those standards, and we are good and we're fine and we'll always be good by the grace of God. And because even these people, it's not like I've not stepped on their toes. I have, and most likely I'll still step on their toes at some point, because I'm human and my feelings and my emotions can just be all over the place, and I'll just say something or actually step on their toes physically. Right? But the fact that there are people that have understanding, they have that rope of understanding, they have that rope of grace, they have that rope of, you know what, let's have a conversation, you know what, let's talk about it. If we are not on the same page, then we can review and work on it, but let's have a conversation. And let's have a conversation as adults. Let's have an honest conversation where we're speaking to each other as adults, where we're speaking to each other in a mature way. You get what I mean? And we can move on from that. So yeah, I'm very happy that, Holy Spirit gave me the approval to talk about friendship, because I feel like I'm in a good place right now. And yeah, I've been meeting a lot of nice people that are now my acquaintances, quite a number of them. So cute, so nice to have. So nice to have. I'm not in a hurry, I'm not rushing anything. And yeah, I really hope that this liberates you one way or the other. I really hope that this, you go back to your drawing board, you go back to your friendship list, and you restructure and place people where they're supposed to be, and don't let anybody go, no matter what it is. Don't let them go. I mean, if they have bad character, let them go. I'm not saying that somebody will now betray you, that kind of betrayal, and I say, oh, don't let them go. But I'm just saying that if if you just drift, I'm just talking about drifting, nothing happened, you just drift, you guys just drifted, then don't let them go. You don't have to text them as often. You can just restructure and put them somewhere else. But even when they come back, don't put them back in the position that they used to be. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking right now because I feel like I still have a lot to say, and I don't want this podcast to be 40 minutes long. But thank you for listening. If you liked this episode, please make sure you like, subscribe to me if you are not, and drop me a comment in the comment section, and you will see my face and you will hear my voice in the next episode. Do take care and have a lovely day. Bye.